this with you because it has been so effective for me personally, for the people in the groups that I run, in the memberships that I run. Huge, 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 huge. And it's not as hard as you think. So today we're going to be talking about 10xing your brain power. If you're here, please say hello. Let me know that you're here. I don't want to start until I know I'm actually live, moving and grooving. Let's come over here real quick. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. I see Cheryl's here, but why don't I see you on the screen, Cheryl? Why is not the people coming through? All right, I'm just going to assume that I'm live. I'm going to jump over to Facebook. Jamie, thank you. I can see on Facebook that you can see and hear me, so thank you for that, Jamie. Hello, Cheryl. Hope Ozzy's doing better. Thank you. You know, we're taking it day by day, Cheryl. We're taking it day by day. There are the comments. I can see them rolling through my studio now. Yay. All right. So today we're talking about 10xing your brain power. So I'm inspired to talk to this with you today because so many forget this part. So many bring it in when you have children, and children do this a lot. But this is something that's been around for thousands of years, and it made no greater impact on me than as I started using it and seeing it when I was working with feng shui, with clients using feng shui. So I am a feng shui practitioner, and one of the things that I would teach, especially when I would come in to work with families who had either family issues through communication, or if there was a child who wasn't flourishing as much as the other children, this is what helps bring natural connection, not just with family members, but for yourself. A lot of times you hear me talk about using your intellect in your intuition, and your intuition is just as important, just as strong, and maybe even more empowered and informed than your actual intellect, because intuition is that intuitive divine information that comes through. So it's always good and a huge powerhouse. But how do we open that? It's not just a guessing game. There's actually a very specific way to do it. And that's through creativity. Now, before you just roll your eyes about creativity, I want you to know that the creativity part of your brain, that when you start to be creative, and that can happen in a million ways, there's actually scientific proof that what comes through helps with healing, helps with connection, helps with processing information, helps with the what I call solutions, SOUL solutions, because they come from that divine space. And sometimes those solutions don't have the blueprint, the full explanation, but the more you begin to merge intellect and intuition together, the more that those solutions come through are things that you confidently can rely on. So give me a big yes in the comment section if you've ever noticed how perhaps if you've been in the bathtub, or if you take showers, or if you go to the beach and you're in the ocean for a long time, how often have you noticed that during those times that you're in the water, that you're either in the shower, the bath, or in the ocean, swimming for long periods of time, you don't even want to get out because you're in a space of what I call neutrality. And even in the shower, you notice out of nowhere that just inspiration, ideas start to come through. Give me a big yes in the comment section if you've experienced that. And the point of asking that question is to show that you're not alone, right? Because I know for me, the shower, the ocean, a tub of water, quiet time, that neutral state that I find myself in is one where a lot of information comes through for me. Give me a big yes in the comment section if this is you. Cheryl says, yes, indeed, ideas flow. Sometimes, Cheryl, I don't know about you, but sometimes I'm in such a state that neutral state feels so good that I take longer showers than probably necessary, right? Or a longer bath than necessary. Although I'm not a big bath person, I prefer the shower or the ocean. Good morning, Annette. I see you here. So give me a big yes if this is you. Do you find that when you're in the shower, when you're in the water, that you find yourself in a place of neutrality where things just start to come through. You get that idea, that inspiration, those connections. Give me a big yes if you've experienced this yourself. Hey, Kevin, I just saw you pop in. Marcella, hello, hello. Nylena is here. Hello, hello. Yes, she says. And Nylena, I know you're near the water, if I'm not mistaken. I believe you are near the water, so I bet you experience this a lot. You can even be sitting by the water and experience this as well. Yeah, me also. You don't want to leave. So it's not unusual that this starts to happen. And do you know that scientists prove that over 70% of people have creative insight in the shower? They have creative insight in the shower. It's a great place to get really great ideas. So for anybody who says they can't meditate or don't know how to quiet their mind or have not had success in meditation, no matter what they've tried, I call BS because that is a form of meditation. Even when you're driving in the car and you get from point A to point B, that same drive that you do every day, day in and day out for work, sometimes you don't even remember the drive. You just get from point A to point B. That is a state of meditation as well, right? When you're walking or if you're on the treadmill or you're working out and you're just in the zone, that is a state of meditation. It's different than the traditional Om and sitting quietly and all of that, but it's still a state of meditation where things come through. Some of my best ideas have also come through when I've been just doing squats or running or doing something that just has me in the zone. So creativity opens up that brain power. And I don't mean, brain power that, you're just coloring and you're wishing and hoping something comes through. I mean that creativity opens up this part of you, this frontal lobe part of you that allows for creativity to come through. And that's intuitive insight, right? So for me, that's divine information because it's coming from that universal connection that you have. Because again, you are sacred thumbprint of the universe, an extension and expression of her, right? Not disconnected. And so when we live in a life that is so busy, constantly distracting you, this creative part of you gets shut down because when you're stressed out, right? When you're worried, when you find yourself in fear, is your first instinct to shift over to creativity? My guess is no. Right? Sometimes you do things to shut down the worry, stress, and fear, like numbing out or scrolling through social media or, Netflixing, drinking wine, whatever the case may be for you. But creativity can offer you something really huge. And this connection I made in Feng Shui really makes sense to me because anything that lasts a long time is worth looking at. And Feng Shui has been around for over 3,000 years. Feng Shui has different kinds of, I think it's over 17 schools of Feng Shui, depending on your culture and where you are around the world, but it keeps getting updated, keeps going back to the roots of what's working. And in Feng Shui, creativity is considered one area of your life that in order to live a full, abundant life, a prosperous life that's both meaningful and joyful as well as prosperous monetarily, then creativity is something in your life that cannot be ignored. It has to be incorporated. So if you are an empath, or if you consider yourself a highly sensitive person, give me a big yes in the comment section if you enjoy alone time. I know that's sort of a duh question because I'm an empath and I know the answer is already yes, but this is really important to really bring to you. So if you consider yourself an empath or a highly sensitive person, how much do you enjoy your alone time? How much do you enjoy your alone time? Whether you schedule it or you just happen to find yourself on a day when all the kids are out, they got something to do, your husband has to stay late at work, and you are cherishing the extra hour you finally found yourself in. Give me a big yes if you're an empath or an introvert, you love or highly sensitive and you love your alone time. So if you consider yourself an introvert, an empath, highly sensitive person, you love your alone time. Give me yes, 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 yes. Jamie says, yep. Tamara says, yepper. Adriana from Argentina. Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you here, Adriana. My family is from Chile. How about that? We're neighbors. And Nylena says, yeah, it took a while. It's so important. Cheryl says, I'm an empath. I love my alone time. It's a necessity. Marcela, see, I'm addicted to my alone time. Okay, so some of you have been following me here for a while. So this is an iffy question, but I'm going to throw it out there. For those of you who are empaths or consider yourselves highly sensitive, and I hope this is different. If you've been following me for a while, how many of you have considered this a problem? That your sensitivity, or not even, you may not consider it a problem. How many people make you feel or think that it's a problem, that you've been asked to toughen up, that you've been asked to buck up, right? If you've been asked to get thicker skin, how much of your life has your sensitivity, your empathic ability made you feel like it's a problem? Made you feel like it's a problem? I'm looking at Annette. She says, I love my alone time because it's rare considering I work 7 days a week. It's precious. Oh, I bet, Annette. I bet. And I'm curious if you work with a lot of people around you, right? So that if you're working 7 days a week, you really don't find yourself alone in an alone time, even if you're alone in an office. Nylena, thank you for that. You've been told to stop it. Right. So how many introverts or highly sensitive or empathic people have been told that their sensitivity is a problem, or you yourself, the majority of your life, have felt like it's an issue, it's a problem, you want to turn it off, you wish you were tougher, you wish you didn't have that sensitivity, that it has been the thing that has caused you to be on emotional roller coasters, made you feel nervous or shaky or tearful or even frustrated because you have that inner knowing that other people don't seem to see. Billy, sometimes. Good morning, Deanna. Welcome. How many people? I know for me, my entire life as a child, I was told, you're too sensitive, like it's a problem. You need to not be too sensitive. You need to buck up. You need to learn to stop crying. Not everything has to be so sensitive. Let me know. Let me know if that has been your experience as somebody who is sensitive. Cheryl says, as a child, I was told that actually sent to my room for that very thing. Cheryl, me too. Me too, because it made everybody else uncomfortable, right? So you were told to step away. Oh, that's a big one. You just made me remember some shit, Cheryl. I was told to go to my room as well because it made everybody else feel uncomfortable. Oh my God. Yeah, says Billy, tell you you're not assertive enough. All right. So in my Your Energy Makeover training and ebook, one of the biggest things that I share in the 3rd chapter and in the 3rd training is that your sensitivity, your ability to feel as much as you do, is your superpower. That's your superpower. And in fact, for those of you who struggled through this last Mercury in retrograde, for those of you who struggled on the days leading up to this full moon, either with headaches or emotional things coming to the surface, that's your signal that what you feel matters. If it's coming up for you, then it's meant to be processed. It's meant to be processed. Empaths, sensitive people, because of who they are and why they are, tend to naturally gravitate to the moments and even schedule more alone time because that's where they feel like they're in their zone. And this is where you empaths, feelers, if you will, crystallize information. They connect the dots with precision, with a knowing. And this inner wisdom is not just knowing something in this moment, that inner wisdom that they get is from that 50,000 foot ladder. So they can look at a person, they can look at a situation, and it's not about what they're presently seeing on the surface level. They can process information like the history of how that problem became a problem. They can see and feel the history of the person and how they are and who they are and why they are, and perhaps even why they're hurting. My friends, that's a superpower, not a problem. Your alone time allows for the same thing that creativity does, that intuitive flow, that divine information. That creative flow, that intuitive thing, doesn't always have a complete blueprint. It doesn't say step 1, step 2, step 3. It doesn't give you dates and times or exactness. It's simply a profound inner knowing, a profound inner knowing. And that's huge. And that's something we can all learn from empaths and sensitive people. So that intuitive part of you can be really opened up through creativity. I know a lot of times we see people showing like, guess what's inside this bag, or, guess what's behind this, and practice your intuition. I will tell you that you will open up your brain power tenfold through creativity, above and beyond guessing. Through creativity, you have this flow that comes through. So the next thing to really make sure that this brain power is 10x'd is that when it comes through in the shower, when it comes through in your creativity, because by being creative, you put yourself in that zone, right? That zone of creativity, of just simply allowing, in the same way meditation does. When you put yourself in that zone, what comes through must then be explored. So the next tough question is, and if you're brave enough to answer, by all means do it. How often do you get those things, that flow, that creativity, that intuitive insight in the shower or through creativity, and then don't really do anything with it? Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Don't do anything with it. And then that intelligence, supreme intelligence, that higher self, that higher knowledge, that divine information that comes through to you, nothing happens with it. And then you wonder why you're kind of still in the same place. I get that we can be in a place where we feel that we need to do this checklist of life. Like there are certain things that are expected of you, certain things you're supposed to do, and certain things that you think you're supposed to do because that's socially more acceptable or taught or the norm. And I would like to propose to allow yourself to be a little bit more unconventional. And to take things like studies, you can look them up yourselves. You don't have to just believe me. Studies that show you that creativity really opens up an amazing side of you that allows your intuition to come in. Now, I'm not saying that your intuition is all of it. I'm a proponent of using your intellect and your intuition. If you get your energy makeover, I'm very explicit and very clear that you are both human and spiritual, or soulful, whatever word works better for you. And that this human part is not human for 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, or on Sunday. It's human all the time. Your spiritual part, your soulful part, is not soulful for 15 minutes a day for Sunday Mass. It's that all of the time. And so they must work, and you got to get into a new groove of letting them work together, letting these two sides merge together. And if this recent Mercury in retrograde and full moon got you feeling the feels, got things coming up for you, well, then that's your signal. It's not a signal that you're not over it. It's a signal that it must require your attention. And doing the same thing over and over again only gets you the same results. So it's time to do something different so that you can gain something different. Do something different so you can gain something different. And creativity can do that. It could be painting, singing, cooking, rearranging your creativity is anywhere, everything, anything that's creative to you, anything that you enjoy doing. The art of creativity is the art of allowing. The art of allowing. When you're creative and you integrate that in your life, do you think that that lowers your energy or raises your energy? When you integrate creativity in your life, you find your zone, your state of flow, your allowance for things to come through. You're allowing, you're putting yourself in a state of allowing. Do you think that raises your energy or lowers your energy? And I know I just need to see if you're hearing me. Does it raise or lower? Cheryl says, I'm feeling the feels, attention getting better, little wake-up calls. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you felt it, it needed to be felt. It needs to be looked at. It's those blocks that are asking for you to clear them out. And the more you clear them out, well, guess what? You've created a bigger space of allowing. So I'm going to keep asking, if you incorporate creativity in your day, in your week, in your life, do you think that you're raising or lowering your energy? Deanna, thank you. Raise. So when you raise that energy, do you think that quality of energy is better? Yeah, right? The quality of energy is better. So when you raise your energy, you've raised your quality of energy. What do you think your quality of life experiences will be? Ding, 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 ding. Better. Folks, I'm telling you, we have to think smarter, not harder. Think smarter, not harder. If you know that you've done the vision boards, you've done the visualization, you've done the positive thinking, they're all good. I'm not telling you not to do them. They are great, essential assets and tools to use. But if it's only taking you so far, then I want you to remember that your life is your business. Only you can manage it. Only you can direct it. So at what point are you going to promote yourself to CEO of your life and start making decisions that will allow you to improve the quality of your life? Because at this point, I think if you've been watching me and you've been following me for a while, quantity in life is not the same as quality of life. Let me say that again. Quantity of life, bigger, better, faster, more, is not the same as quality of life. Are you with me? Are you more interested in the stuff and the things and the temporary joys? Or are you more interested in meaning, in fulfillment, in abundance, in a way that naturally attracts the things as well, if you even want them? Cheryl says, timing on this live is spot on for me, Maria. Deep bow. Good. I'm so grateful for that message. Thank you for that, Cheryl. Right? So quality of life matters. All right. So we got to think smarter. If you've not received your energy makeover yet, please, I am bringing this to you. It is a simple ebook, 60 pages on purpose. We don't need in-depth, broad stroke stuff anymore. We need to have real talk and conversation about your life day in and day out. In it, I show you exactly with precision where to look at your energy and how you are showing up. And in how you're showing up dictates the quality of energy you're generating, radiating, and therefore that's going to tell you immediately why you're experiencing what you're experiencing. If you can show up for this live, then you can show up for your energy makeover. It's ebook. 5 video trainings. Get it today, and you can watch them today if you want to. You have one series there, 2-part series called Ending Self-Sabotage. People are literally using breakthroughs in their messages to me about what they're seeing in there. It's practical conversation breaking it down. No broad stroke theory, just getting very clear. Smarter, not harder. Practical. Life is too busy for broad stroke theories anymore. We have to look at the lessons of the law of attraction, of energy, of even feng shui, and understand that they've been around forever and a day, but we've got to understand how to apply them in 2020, because we're not living like we were 100 years ago. We're not even living like we were 10 years ago. Times have changed. So how do we look at these things and apply them in your day-to-day? In it is that self-love challenge as well. Starts in 6 days right after you get your energy training, your energy makeover training. That self-love challenge is about raising your level of energy. Love is that high vibrating energy that I want you to connect with. The whole point of that challenge is for you to experience, have an experience, a feeling, for you to recall and go back to. Because sometimes when you're in the doldrums, when you are stuck in your hamster wheel of the same shit, different day, when you are down and down is all you know, then down is what you go back to. So important to have a different experience, because when your brain goes, wait, doesn't have to be that way, then you have a choice. Go back to what you were doing, or raise the quality of thinking, decision-making, raise the quality of the energy, raise the quality of life that you dictate that you want. Oh, I hope things are being connected here. Billy says, the best thing I have ever invested. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Amy, it's great. You won't be sorry. Do it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Nylena says, thank you. Kick in the ass, bang on. Yes. Yes. Listen, when I show up live here on this page, it is not to waste your time. It is here that if you like what I'm sharing, I'm inviting you to explore more, to connect with me more in the things that I'm offering. Your energy makeover on purpose is $9.99. And I do that for you above anybody else. That $9.99 is a high energy action in investment. Until you start thinking bigger, then you know that free doesn't work. I have run free groups forever and a day, and I see people who rise to the occasion when they invest and people that stay exactly where they are because they're scared of investing. You are meant for more and you are worthy. I created $9.99 simply because that's accessible. It's a safe risk investment. And by the way, if you don't like it in 7 days, you can even ask for a refund and keep the ebook. So it's all on me if it doesn't work for you. Really? It's so easy. I put all the burden on my shoulders, not yours. $9.99 also is an energetic number. It's the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. The world needs us to start a new cycle, to start thinking different, to start approaching life in a way that stops distracting you and derailing you from the path that you're on. You were born at this exact time in history with a reason, with a purpose. You know it. When you are finding yourself asking if there's more to life, asking, can I be more joyful? What is the point of me being here? If you're asking those questions, if there's more, do not, please do not be ashamed of asking for more. Do not be hard on yourself in thinking that you're not being grateful enough for all that you've done. You are meant for more. You come from the universe. You're a sacred thumbprint of her, an extension and expression of her. Of course you want more. The universe is infinite in her capacity. That is instilled within you as well. The more you achieve, succeed, heal your life, make an impact for yourself, then that energetic momentum leaves an energetic ripple effect that the world feels around you. That is a vibration left behind that is way 1,000 million times better than doing nothing at all and settling for less. You by default are a healer and teacher by how you choose to live, how you choose to show up. And all I'm asking you to do is show up. Deanna says, free is hacking, hacking is lacking. Boo. I totally invested in Maria. Happy to invest in myself. Deanna, mwah, love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. Debbie, rise to the occasion. Yes. All right. So as soon as you get into your energy makeover, you're going to be invited into my private group. I'm going to be going live over there in about 15, 20 minutes or so, where I talk about energy habits. I talk specifics on different parts of your life, different parts of your mindset, that where you can make those small energy shifts, right? They're little plucks of reminders for you so that you can continue on the path of raising your energy, raising the quality of your energy. And when you just raise the quality of your energy, well, by default, you raise the quality of everything you experience in your life. Everything. You're already manifesting. You're already engaging the law of attraction. Done. All you need to do is learn how to tweak it. Just that simple. Just that simple. There is no formula. There is no method. There is no hacking system. There's no quick fix. It's just a tweaking. You're already manifesting. It's important to know how you're manifesting, why you're manifesting what you are. And that's why I created your energy makeover, so you can identify with precision the quality of energy you're putting out there. And once you realize that that's not working, you have a choice. You have a choice. Annette, the link is above the video. Let me see if I can grab the other link for you. I'll put it in the comments section. Here it is. There it is. There it is. Thank you, Annette, for asking. I almost forgot common sense stuff, right, to put it on here. There you go. I just put it in the comment section. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yeah, I just saw it show up there. All right. So there we go. The best default setting ever. Jamie says, how do I get added to the energy makeover group? Jamie, I think you're already in there, girl. I'm pretty sure. Let me just check real quick. Did I not just see you in there? I was just in there this morning, cruising through some things. Let me see. Yeah, you're already in there. You are already in there. So I'm going to be going live in there. Like I said, in about 15 minutes, we're going to talk about those energy habits. And Jamie, you'll either get notification on that live. Anybody who's in that group will get notification. If you don't, when you're in the group, you can actually set the default to get notifications when I go live in there. And also, it's Spiritually Smart. Jamie is asking the name. It's called Spiritually Smart. And the only people allowed in the group are the ones that have invested in your energy makeover. Nobody else. I know many of people have tried to get into the group telling me that they have it, and they don't. That's just for those folks. So it's Spiritually Smart. I can't add you. You're already in it, Jamie. The other place you can find the link, hun, is when you got your energy makeover, you got an email, and I believe it's the first email. And actually, I think every email gives you a link to the group. And also you have access to the program in the membership portal. And in the membership portal is a direct link to the group as well. And that's, again, only accessible to those who invested your energy makeover. So there's a couple of ways to get back in there. All right. Tina, nice to see you here. Long time no see. She says, thank you, being called back to your teachings. So real, authentic, refreshing. Thank you. I don't know how to be any other way. You know, I used to think that my, as Stephen Aitchison says, your kick-arse attitude is a good one. I used to think that was an issue, right? Because I am a Capricorn. I am a person who likes results. I am a go-getter. I'm definitely a solution-oriented person. When I look at a problem, I don't look at it as a setback. I look at it as an opportunity. My innate default on moving through challenge and raising the level of living is in constant mode, but it's not something that happened overnight. It's something that I've learned to do. I've learned this intellect and intuitive part and what it means to work with the rhythm and flow of the universe. It's a unique teaching. It's a unique teaching. For those that are in my Spirituality for the Stubborn Soul, you've heard me say, I don't even know how to explain what I'm doing because nobody is doing it. I just know that it works, and it's working for the members in my soul group, right? And it's opening up this intuitive side consistently. And when you look at your life as your business, then you know that that word consistent is a big deal. Is a big deal. Anybody running a business knows that consistency is a big deal. If I was running a business, my employees better show up consistently, not calling in sick every day or not showing up without a reason, right? It's important when you run any business that consistency happen. Consistency in how you show up. How would you like it if you worked for somebody and they were inconsistent in giving you your paychecks? How would that feel to you? You wouldn't have much trust in your employer. You wouldn't have that integrity thing goes out the window. So when you want to master your life in that art of self-mastery, you can't just look at a 6-week program. You can't just look at a quick fixer. You have to look at the things that align with success. And that means showing up consistently. That's a whole other conversation, maybe another live sometime, someplace else. But for now, let's focus on that energy. Let's focus on that brain power that can come through creativity. I want you to enjoy your energy makeover. It's fun. It's not hard. Just show up. Link above the video, link in the comments. I'm going to run over and get ready for the energy habits I'm going to be talking about over in the group in the next few minutes. Until next time, thank you for being here. Bye, everyone.